Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 32 of Red Dirt and Stardust, a cowboy, western, pirate, science fantasy, Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition podcast. Where we last left off, the group had just finished killing Corrigan. After looting her body for what little there was, and the camp for what little there was, and the crashed Bubo Alpha for what little there was, they made their way back out through the broken and empty cathedral and into the town square, where they finally met the mage hunters. They unfurled their horrible scorpion-like bodies with the horrible jagged maws, and they tried to kill them. But the party prevailed, managing to kill them, but not before finding out exactly why they're called mage hunters, as they fired the energy of the spells back at the group. They decided that it was a bit much to deal with at the moment, and so it would probably be a good idea to make their way to somewhere safe. They made their way into a courthouse and into the judge's office, where they set up the dome, cooked a nice meal where Velantrios made the mistake of eating the mage hunter meat, which caused an explosion of magic missiles that pelted the party. However, after some curative measures and some deep breaths of frustration, everyone finally got a long rest. The long rest was quiet and uneventful, unless you count Virgil softly crying in the corner. As he is wont to do, he's been through a lot. And you all wake up in the morning as eventually the dome goes down, and you are in the judge's office, waiting for what to do. So, what would everybody like to do?
I think that's probably the first time y'all saw Guinevere wake up. She's like, I'm just a tiny like squat old lady. She's cracking her back, doing some of these and just pops and cricks and shit.
All right.
Just lose blank. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we thought we lost him. Chauncey's probably just maybe he gets up a little early and you just see like Lovey May's leg has been detached and he's fiddling with it as she just sits there.
Interesting.
Does he always do that?
I think he's just having trouble coping with a lot that's happened lately.
Is she all right?
She's I was worried she could have injured her leg in yesterday's excursion, so I'm just a little maintenance. I haven't really had time to do it lately. We've been on the road and
Uh, how long you been up, son?
an hour, 2 hours.
Oh, you had me worried. Well, it's probably best we get a move on as quickly as we can. So,
Yeah, we're a long way
maybe
from
wanna
the docks.
There's like a few more
back together?
sparks. There's just a few more sparks from his. He's got a blowtorch. It's
A little
whatever.
bit duct tape.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then multi-purpose tool. It can be whatever he needs it to be to make something. So,
Mhm.
he's gonna put it away, and he's just gonna shove into the ball jointed doll socket of her leg, and there's a click, and then she just like stretches it and kicks it a few times.
Gets me every time.
Only if you could do that to my legs.
I mean, we
you
could probably figure
try.
something out if you want, Glenn.
Your mother did mention that there's an experimental hip replacement surgery that's been going around in the medical community.
Oh.
All right, you took that a bit more seriously than I was intending.
All right, well, let's get that guy. Let's get out of here. Virgil,
Wait,
do you need to pee?
I'm gonna look at the roof. The tiny hut drops.
Jed drag.
Yeah, Jed just pushes. Would you have actually taken him off the stretcher?
Probably not. Just
Probably
Just,
not.
just left him on there.
Yeah, just
Virgil at this point is just
prestidigitation
too
him up.
traumatized to get off the
I know.
stretcher. He's
Are we
just-
really just letting this man soil himself? In
Yeah,
a
just
stretcher
press.
all
We
night?
got magic. It's fine.
This is a
can't,
new
yeah.
level of torture.
That's what magic's for.
None of my business. None of my business. No, not
Chauncey's
my
just
church,
like,
not
I
my
don't
priest.
like him, but like we can let him pee. And
I will say that
I'm not the
Jed
only
probably
one.
heavily
Ask if he needed the money.
supervises. His hands remain bound.
The pee corner.
He just gets dragged to the bathroom and shoved in, and then Jed just waits outside the door, tapping his foot angrily until he kind of knocks to be let out of the bathroom.
I just pull his pants down and tilt him forward.
you know, we could do. Chauncey's just gonna be like, if you take a small.
He's inventing a catheter.
You have to
Okay,
get a cat litter bucket.
Okay. Walking a bit faster now.
The catheter or belt.
Oh, God.
It's canon. Chauncey invented the catheter.
Chauncey's mom invented the catheter.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Anyway. Yeah, so you pack up Virgil, who at this point doesn't struggle, knowing that Jed can knock him out in one punch, relatively. And yeah, you set out on your way back out into the town square. And you all head off towards the horrible, thick garden segment of the city. Was there something that Guinevere wanted to do?
Yeah, I was gonna say just real quick, can I ready an invisibility if I hear a beep boop?
Sure.
Just
Oh,
yeah.
that's a good
have
idea.
that.
Mage armor.
Yeah.
I will say that you technically can't hold your action because that only lasts until the beginning of your next turn, I think. But
Sure.
I'll say that you definitely keep on alert enough that if you start hearing beep booping, you'll invisibility up.
Do my invisibility, yeah.
Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Word. All right, yeah. I'm if that happens, I'm gonna take one or two of you with me here.
All right.
Volunteers tribute.
Volunteers.
Let me see here. Okay, so yeah, while we're doing these things, Chauncey's just gonna fuss over everybody a little bit and like straighten hems and like he's just stitching things randomly. It's cool. I'm gonna cast aid on everybody else. So everybody gets 5 more hit points added to your total for the next 8
that-
hours.
Temp
Yes.
HP or is it adjusted hit
I
point
think
total?
because
It's
it's aid, it's
adjusted hit-
adjusted hit point total because it's aid.
Okay.
Yeah,
Got it.
because it can stack with temp HP, but
Yes.
I realized the other, like for the last, I don't know how many sessions, I only use like 1 or 2 spell slots a day and I have 7 of them.
Yeah,
So
because you use hammer.
I
Right.
You cast
gun.
hammer and gun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
how do I do
Your
this?
2 main spells are hammer and gun, and they're cantrips.
Yeah, literally,
So-
I run out of spell slots and item charges like by the time the battle's over.
None of Chauncey's spells, no, I think one of them deals damage, the rest are just support spells.
So,
Mhm.
Velantrios, you were asking how do you? Okay, so click on where it says current HP, and
Yeah.
like open that box up, and you can put
got
a
it.
5 in your max HP modifier.
Just remember
And
when
then-
it goes down in 8 hours, you'll have to pop it back down 5.
Yeah, or yeah. If we take a long rest before then, it'll go away.
It'll go away, yeah.
Yeah,
With the
Uh-huh.
long rest.
temporary HP will stack with it, so
Yes.
Yep.
Because temp HP doesn't stack. I think it either takes the most
Any
recent
time you
one.
get- Yes, it's you get the
It takes
most
the most recent one.
stack that you get. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which sucks.
But it's not
sometimes.
technically temporary HP. It's technically actual real HP that you can heal back up when you lose it, which
Yep.
is really nice.
Actually better.
It's actually really
When there's
good.
this-
That actually is 8 actually is really good.
Yep.
All right, so we're aided, and I'm Guinevere's big old ears are ready.
For the beep boops.
Yeah.
All right. So you all manage to eventually make your way to the thick sort of garden segment of the city. You remember this place. The trees are horribly twisted with almost what look like faces in them. They ooze black sap. You hear whispering as you begin to make your way in. It is truly a horrible place. And as you make your way along, these things actually have stealth, interestingly.
Oh.
Awesome.
Oh, fast.
Before we enter the spooky forest, can I buff myself too? Because I have a few buffs the last 8 hours as well.
Okay, what buff are you casting?
I'm gonna do the Gift of Alacrity from
Okay.
I get to do it once a day for free. So
Oh, yes, because Mama was an elf. Well, Daddy was an elf and Mama
Daddy
was a
was an elf and
vampire.
Mom was a vampire.
It sounds like the beginning of a fucking country song.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah. So yeah,
Velantrios is feeling very homesick right now.
Oh.
even during the horrible whispering. Anyway,
Yeah.
so as
Especially
you
during the horrible whispering.
No, because he's in like this really spooky forest and he just wants to go back to his regular
actual
forest.
yeah.
Oh yes, the nice forest
That's
that isn't absolutely and utterly horrible.
And deadly.
Um,
Also, if it matters, Guinevere has a passive of 18 for perception.
All right. So I will say that you sense there is something moving off to the side. It's getting closer.
Steady on jets.
But every time you look, you don't see anything until eventually you realize there is a section of vegetation that is continually getting closer. You recognize the curl of the vines and the sort of twisting of the bark, and you realize that's the thing that's getting closer.
Hush. Over there. Velantrios, do you know what that is?
Can I do a nature check?
Sure, you can do a nature check.
Nature check. That's gonna be. I don't know why. Can I do my regular dice? I forgot I put the. virtual-
Sure.
Yeah, fuck your D&D.
Sure.
Yeah, he's so
D&D is just
D&D
screwing. D&D Beyond is just screwing you over. So yeah, it's why I use the physical dice. I trust them more than the digital ones.
I'm saving up for a metal set.
That's
brass
14.
set I want so bad.
14. You look at it. It's definitely moving somewhat. You can see it. It's not quite breathing, but it is like shifting as if it's preparing to move. And
Blanchard is just gonna pretend that he doesn't notice this, and he's going to, as he's like still looking forward, he's going to casually talk to the others and being like, "Hey guys, so apparently we have a certain sentient plant following us."
I would say with a 14, you could probably figure out that it might be something similar to what in other places is referred to as a shambling mound.
A certain shambling mound.
Can I history check a shambling mound or nature
gonna
check?
say,
a
yeah.
mound?
You all can nature check a shambling mound.
I'm just gonna go ahead and invisibility myself, Shaw and Velantrios.
Okay. I got a 13. No, a 23.
So shambling mounds are sentient mounds of vines. They're best known for absorbing things into a sort of cavity that's inside of it and crushing it because they eat organic material. And also, don't use lightning on them. It heals them. However, while you have been distracted, Shaw 1, Velantrios 2, Guinevere 3, Chauncey 4.
There's another one.
That's yeah. Actually, let's
it-
use the die.
If it helps, Lovey May
D6.
cannot be surprised technically. Steal
She can't be
defenders.
surprised.
Yeah, she can't be surprised.
She can't,
Ah.
but other people can.
True.
It is moments after she alerts you that lashing out is a vine from the opposite side as one has snuck up on you and you didn't even realize it. So then, yeah, do, and then that I guess means Virgil is 6 and Jed is 5. So that means Velantrios, does a natural 20 hit you?
Oh, for
Jesus.
What do you think?
Jesus Christo.
All
silvery
right, so
barbs.
that's going to be okay. Fair
So
enough.
I was, yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be a 7 as this vine
Yes.
right past you, but it gets a second attack.
Fuck.
And it rolled a 4, so it misses.
I assume
As these two
Chauncey
vines.
gets the advantage.
Yofi,
can I get
that silver barbs, baby?
Oh, you know it, girl. You know it.
Thank you,
So,
Daddy. Or
now
do I
that
call
it
you Mommy
fucked
'cause
up
you
its
went
surprise
hard?
round,
That was great.
I'm going to need everybody
I
to
love
roll
it.
initiative.
All right, hot. Let's do it.
Only hot
Okay.
girls roll good initiatives.
I got
Fun.
a
One of
7.
ours not a hot girl, so she got an 11.
Yeah.
Well, one of them got a 0.
Beautiful.
Ow.
Negative dex modifier.
Mhm.
I love that.
I got a nat 20, and with my modifier and my gift of alacrity, I got a 24.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
So Guinevere got 11, Jed got 10.
Shaw got a
Jed got
15.
15 for Shaw, and then Velantrios. What did Velantrios get?
7.
7. All right. So it looks like it is going to be Chauncey up first, followed by a mound, and then Shaw.
So which mound just tried attacking people?
Mounds.
So the one off to your left is about 20 feet away, but the one immediately right next to all of you that was able to melee attack Velantrios is to your right.
Okay, I'll attack the one to the right. I'll use my silvery barbs
I
buff.
do need you to separate out the fire.
Okay. That's a 27 to hit.
27 hits.
Okay, I'll separate out the fire. That was the bludgeoning. It's 6 fire damage,
All right.
and then an additional 8 bludgeoning damage.
As the fire spreads across this thing, you notice it doesn't burn as much as it should. It seems the rubberiness of the vines of this creature seem to prevent it from totally catching fire.
I'm just gonna be like, these things don't do fire. I feel like at this point I can identify fire resistance when I see it. So I'm just gonna be like, fire is not as good. Cool.
All right.
You don't
23
seem
to
very
hit.
impressed.
23 hits.
Party
Bludgeoning.
loves things with fire resistance.
So the fire damage was 10, and the
So we
bludgeoning
have to
damage,
5.
bludgeoning is going to be 12.
Ooh, that was a lot more. All right. So yeah, you end up getting a good chunk of damage into this thing as you are
AoE power
snapping
one?
vines and smashing into whatever solid form it has.
And 5 points of force damage from my little homunculus way above the tree line, darting them.
What did your homunculus roll?
She rolled a 21 to hit. I'm
Okay, yeah, that
presuming
hits.
21
And it was
hits.
5 points of force damage, you said?
Yeah, I rolled a 2. She only gets to add d4 plus my proficiency bonus. It's not a lot of damage, but every little chip helps.
All right. So next up is the mound. And it is going to go after you, Chauncey, because you did a shit ton of damage to it. Does a 26 hit you?
26 does hit me.
I'm just gonna roll the other one to see if how much.
I'll give the other one disadvantage though, because Lovey May's next to me.
Does a 23 hit you?
A 23 does hit me as well.
All right. And let me check something real quick.
Yeah, and I already used my thingy.
Oh,
Oh, I can port the second one. 4 on the die for the second one.
okay. So
I
it
don't know if that
definitely
matters.
misses. It actually does. Surprisingly, because reasons. So then you're only going to be taking 2d8 plus 4. So that's going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage as one vine hits you, and one vine almost gets to you, but you pull out of the way, and it unwraps its vine from
Just a
around
dodge
you and
left.
pulls back. All right. So then it is Shaw, followed by Guinevere, then Jed.
The one on the opposite side that hasn't
To the left.
that hasn't approached us yet.
Mhm.
I want to Ryan's Binding Ice. That one, it's a con save.
All right. Oof, that didn't roll very well. It's gonna be 9 on the Constitution save.
Okay, so it takes 15 cold damage and it is restrained, I think. Hindered. So its speed is 0. That's it.
All right, and you said it was 15 points
Of cold damage, yeah.
What's half of 15?
7 because we round down.
If we're doing down,
Yeah.
Yes. So you watch as your binding ice crashes into it. It shivers a little bit, but you notice that the frost doesn't quite go up as far as you think it should.
The frost too.
oh, give me a
However,
minute.
because it failed the save, it is held in place, but it did not deal as much damage as you thought it would.
And I'm gonna back up because I like to get away from the fight.
Very true. So then it is Guinevere, then Jed, then Velantrios.
Okay, we are going to. Yeah, I think we're just gonna try to disable these hoes. So, can I get a intelligence save from? I don't know. What's the situation with these two? We got one that's like off to our rightish.
One on the right that's in melee range, and one on the left that is 20 feet away, but held by a Rhymes Binding Ice.
Okay, word. Let's do the one that's not held. Let me get an intelligence save, please, for a mind sliver.
Ooh. Got a 15. So I rolled a 15, so it gets a 12.
Word, yeah, that'll fail. So that is a D6 psychic. Oh no, it's 2d6 psychic. Nice, max. That's 12.
Nice, that's good roll.
Oof.
And then that's going to be a minus d4 from the next save. And then let's flourish a stored bane.
Awesome.
On...
Are they both getting hit?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've got 30 feet. You said one's melee range and one's 20 feet away?
Yes.
I think 30 feet either direction will work. So yeah, can I get a charisma from both of them, please?
All right, so I'm going to do the one on the right first because it has the D4 subtracted from it.
They're bound to be very charismatic plant mounds.
I'm hoping I only rolled a 1 on the D4. It got a 13.
That's a fail.
So it gets a 9.
Definitely fail.
So it is baned. The
Extra
other one,
charismatic.
Yes. The other one rolled a 6, so it gets a 3.
So both
of them are baned.
Friends. Also the binding ice, it just has to use its action to break out of it. Just
okay.
Right.
All right.
So yeah, that's bonus action, and I don't know. Right here's looking pretty good, so we'll call that fine.
See, the thing I hate about almost always going last is that whatever move I plan on doing, one of you guys ends up doing instead.
Well,
that is unfortunate.
On initiative either. Let me see.
One of them got a 0, so
Yeah, that's
it could
true.
be worse.
That's true. Wait, what did I do? I did a. Oh yeah,
You
I didn't
flourished your
slot.
card with a Bane,
Yeah, I
and then
did
mine
not
slivered it.
use
So
slot. So is it Jed?
it is Jed's turn, followed by Velantrios, and then mound number 2.
Okay, let's see. How about? No, we didn't like that. It was resisting that. Yeah, let's fuck it. Let's toll the dead on the one what Chauncey hit.
All right, and what saving throw is that?
That's a whiz.
Wisdom. Doesn't have terrible wisdom, but it does have the D4 from the Bane.
True.
Gets a 15.
And that's a fail. So that'll take a D12 necro.
2d12 necro.
Is it 2D12?
Yeah,
Oh,
because
yeah,
you
'cause
all
we're-
are above
yep.
5th level.
See, again, I can't roll on his thing, so it doesn't show me the
Oh.
So annoying.
fucking... Okay. Okay, that's pretty tight. That's 19.
That's a good roll. That was a good roll.
Yeah, that's pretty tight. And then we've still got a bonus action, but I don't really think he has any bonus action spells.
He only has the heals.
Like,
Yeah.
and his bop. I think he's got that bop.
Oh, but he needs the flaming
Yeah,
sphere
yeah,
out in
for
order to
you.
bop. Which,
Yeah.
with the way that this thing resists fire, having the
Exactly.
fire thing that he can never roll above a double digit on, whacking this thing, it's not going to be worth it.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
He hates flaming spheres so much.
Really good at fire. Well, does he has like charisma to his fire damage now, right? Oh.
That's next level.
Oh,
No, he
Yeah.
he took the level that he adds his charisma to his fire damage.
Yeah, he does already.
Yeah.
Oh, he does?
I guess
Oh.
we'll just move back a bit.
He just rolls poorly.
Yeah, he just rolls really bad.
Like,
he's like
out
2
of-
plus my charisma.
Right.
Yeah.
Just out of melee of that.
So that's a 7.
Yeah, right.
All right. So now we're at Velantrios, and then mound number 2.
Mound.
Mound.
Okay. Which of my party are closest
Everybody.
Everyone
Kind
but
of a
me.
clump.
I'm the only one that ran away.
Shaw.
Shaw moved back.
to me? Okay, I'm going to do bless.
Oh, word, yeah.
Estupendo.
Nice.
Get it.
Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I'll do bless at when you cast a spell using a spell slot of second level high, you can target one additional creature. Okay, great. So at 4th level,
Third level, you can hit 3. At 4th, you can hit 4. Yeah.
so I can do
So a base level bless is 3,
Yeah.
and then it increases to 4 and then 5.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
okay.
Oh,
and
yeah.
so-
Oh, yeah, yeah.
All right, so I can do. Never mind that. I'm going to do it at. So second level would be like 4.
4
It
people.
would be 4 of us.
So someone, one of the alive people, I should say, not one of the many automatons,
But
could.
there's only. Can I bless
There's.
myself?
Yeah, you can bless
Yeah.
yourself. There's
Yeah,
5 of you all,
absolutely.
but you can only hit 4 with that bless, so someone's not going to get blessed.
Okay. So I'll do it at second level. Do me, Chauncey, Guinevere, and Jedidiah, since Shaw's away.
Bye.
Just at the back.
Holding up the
So
wall.
that
over there.
is attack rolls and saving throws that you all get to add a 1d4 to. So remember you have that.
Yes.
And I think that's it, since all of my bonus actions are just healing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So we are now
That'll work.
at mound number 2 that is going to use its action to smash up the ice as it smashes out of the ice and surges forward on its vines. It is quite slow and lumbering, so it only moves up to 20 feet, but that is enough to get in range. But it used its action to break the ice, so it just moves
Right.
up, and you are all sandwiched between these two mounds.
Oh,
And we
fuck.
are back up to the top with Chauncey, followed by a mound, and then Shaw.
25 to hit on my first attack on the mound that's already been heavily damaged.
That will hit.
Okay. Ooh, that's max bludgeoning. Let's
Oh
check.
my goodness.
So it's only 6 points of fire damage, gone down to 3. And then the bludgeoning is going to be 17 points of damage.
Could be.
Good lord.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That hurts.
Don't just get to sit there and say mounds and not expect me to think tits.
That's why I said it.
19 to hit on the other one.
That hits.
They're grassy.
Oh,
They're grassy mounds.
12 points of bludgeoning damage.
All
And
right.
5 points halved for the fire damage.
That is halved.
No, it's 5 if we have it, it's 2.
You're gonna love
Okay.
it.
2. Yeah.
All right. Those were some real good hits.
Is it still up?
It is still up, but it is hanging on.
So you
Let's
can
try
say
to
it's a
force
pain
start
plan.
it. Oh, that D20 went flying. Let's try it with a different D20.
How many D20s have you lost?
There's like 3 on my floor at this point because they keep bouncing out of my dice tray off the table onto the floor.
God.
I'm aggressively rolling. It's a 16 to hit.
16
Seems to
hits.
be working. So
Who is it that's hitting? Is it Lovey May or is it Taily
It's
Poe?
Taily Poe.
Taily Poe.
She can do it from. She does minimum damage, 4 points of force damage.
I mean, hey, damage is damage.
Yeah.
And this thing is not doing too hot. Which unfortunately it is now that mound's turn, and it's going to try and slam you again.
It's baned now.
It is baned. Oh, ooh. It only gets a 19.
I'll throw up a shield.
Cool.
here we go.
Second attack. Oh, that definitely doesn't hit. It rolled a 9 and has a -2, so that is only a 14.
Not hit.
So it smashes, unfortunately, against your conjured button shield. And that is the end of its turn. So now it is Shaw's turn.
I will try to chill touch the one that's really beat up.
All right, as the Tressum paw forms and reaches out and
Are you kidding me? Does a 12 hit?
unfortunately a 12 does not hit. You watch as a leaf withers, but nothing else happens.
Oh, why?
Silvery barbs.
Sure, why not? Oh.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I can't. I thought it was succeeds or fails. It's only succeeds.
Oh.
All right. Well, all
My
right.
bad. My bad.
All right. All right. So I guess that's the end of Shaw's turn. That means we are at Guinevere, followed by Jed, then Velantrios.
Fuck. So there's one that's like basically dead.
Yeah.
It is not doing too hot.
Okay, word.
It's still got some hit points on it, but it is less than half. I think I would argue less than a quarter.
Let me see. All right, cool. Yeah, let's. I don't know what we do want to do. There's a couple of different things I can do. I'm just deciding what one of ours feeling like.
I'll be back.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go for that. Let's do a hex, and yeah, let's start with the hex.
Well, Hexes, I think, doesn't require a saving throw. It's just automatic. I
Nope.
think.
So we'll do that to the more damagey
The
one.
little fucked up one.
Yeah. And then we will Eldritch Blast it.
Cool. I was gonna mention, yeah, you probably want an attack roll because that was my misfortune when I played my Hexblood Shadow Sorcerer, was that I couldn't hex anything because I Melf's Minute Meteored everything, and that was a saving throw, not an attack roll. So
Right, right.
I couldn't use it.
Don't forget your bless.
Oh yes, don't forget
we
your
go.
bless.
I don't think I need it because I got a
I think you
23.
need it.
So 23 hits. I
Okay.
think is it per hit or is it only once per attack or once per
Hang
turn?
on.
The necrotic damage from Hex.
It's when you deal damage to target creature.
Yeah,
Oh,
so it's
God.
every time now.
With
Yeah.
an attack, does it say with an attack roll or is it just when you deal damage?
I'm pretty sure it's when you deal damage. Let me double check here really quick.
Because I was like, and I have been cheating myself. I was cheating myself out of damage for an entire campaign.
No, it's when you hit it with an attack, but
Okay.
yeah, but it's every time.
Okay. Ooh.
And as for bless, that is whenever a target makes an attack roll or saving throw. Cool.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
you get it on both of your Eldritch Blasts. I was just wondering if both of the Eldritch Blasts got the necrotic damage.
Oh yeah. Yes. Okay, so first one was the 23. I didn't even use the bless, and the next one was also a 23.
This thing's getting fucked up.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's see if the damage is any halfway decent. All right, so the first one, you know what? I'll give it to you all together. If you don't need it split out.
Don't separate anything out.
Okay, hang on. Go away so I can.
You'd
click
only
on
need
it.
to separate out cold and fire, and you already know that. So
Yeah. Okay, so that is that, and then the 2d6 for the necro.
theoretically,
So
you could kill this thing this turn.
That's 18 plus 9 is 27.
Good God, is that both of them or only one?
That's both. That's both of them.
Both of them? Okay.
Yeah.
God, you take a
feel it.
huge chunks out of this thing. It shivers and vines spill out everywhere as it's barely holding together.
Yes, I see you.
This thing is a sneeze away from dying.
Damn, I was so close. Somebody
You
sneezed
were
on it.
you were so close. Like I said, if it was 2d6 per turn per bolt and then a d10 on each of them, you literally could have killed it this turn.
Right.
I don't even think you had to roll max damage to kill it, but you could have killed it this turn.
Right.
Okay.
All right. So then after Guinevere is Jed.
Did I cast the hex? Yes, because I hadn't used any spell slots before that.
That's what's Jed doing.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's Jed doing?
I was like,
Jed's
waiting
got
for
to do
somebody else's
something.
turn. Like, yay, I'm done. Cool. Fuck. What is he doing? Well, one of
Obviously,
them is like almost dead. So can we just
One of them is literally dying.
can we just hold the dead that and just like kill it?
Sure. It's baned, so it has. It's a wisdom. Oh well, it rolled a natural one.
Yeah. So.
2d12.
All right. Let me. Yeah.
Yep. 2d12. There's a possibility you won't be able to kill it, but there's a possibility that you will.
Oh my god!
No, my god! What the fuck?
3.
Oh
It's
my
still
god.
out.
For fuck's sake!
What?
You watch as a single vine
This is like
slides
the
off
worst
of it.
turn we've ever had. Literally, like, what is happening? Okay.
Jed has had worse turns, I will say, but this is probably in the bottom 10.
Hold the
turns
dead
for
on
Jed.
something that has 4 hit points left, and you deal 3. Like, you know.
Oh.
Ugh.
Yeah. Shit. Did anybody take damage?
No.
All right.
No.
A
Cool.
little bit earlier, but I'm fine.
Chauncey
Alright.
shielded.
Well, if he
so-
casts Toll the Dead, I think if he has enough sorcery points, he might be able to quicken an actual spell.
Oh yeah, that's right. He does have
He
2.
does have. He has
can
2
get off
sorcery
with,
points.
He can get off 1 quicken.
So you can quicken something, whether it's another Toll the Dead or.
Jesus. I would really.
Guiding bolt. Something. Something.
Yeah, fuck it. We'll quicken a guiding bolt at the other one, since obviously he can't kill that. The one that's like, you know.
Okay. Roll the attack roll. Remember, he's
All right.
blessed.
Where is it? Here we go. It's a +9. God. Come on. Okay, there we go. So that's 20 before bless.
Unnatural.
Correct.
All right, that'll hit.
All right, and then wait, let me go back to his thing. It's what the fuck now? Yeah, we were just doing first level, so 46. Back over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, thank God, that's not too terrible. 19.
Oh, that's really good.
Pretty decent.
Yep.
Yeah,
It
and we'll call it there.
crashes through the vine, sending some of them flying, and it begins glowing with the holy-ish light of Mazarendio. And I guess that is the
Holy
end
shit.
of his turn.
Yeah.
So that means we are at Velantrios.
Sorry, I was quickly doing a Greek lesson while waiting for my turn. Which are these? They're both still alive, right?
They're both
Yes.
still alive. One of them is incredibly fucked up.
And what about the other one? Is it still
Healthy, pretty healthy, practically
Okay.
untouched,
But also guiding bolted.
but also guiding bolted, so you would have advantage on the attack rolls. Plus,
Okay.
oh wait, no, yeah, you blessed yourself, so
Plus also
plus
bless.
So I'm going to do infestation with termites to the healthy one.
All right, so that is a
No.
saving throw, and that's going to be baned.
So the minus D4. I'm loving this Bane Bless situation that we've got going on.
Yes,
It's
I
very
know.
nice, very
Well,
nice.
it definitely is. It a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it only gets an 11.
Yes.
So roll your damage.
Oh,
That's 2d6. So
And
that's 6 necrotic damage.
6 necrotic damage.
And it
And
instantly goes 5 feet in
It
a
moves
random direction.
somewhere.
Oh, and don't I also have the or is that just with the attack?
you're talking about Bless?
Guiding bolt
Yeah.
only. Bless and guiding bolt only do the attack rolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
They're
you
just
didn't.
helping you hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
since it's a save, yeah.
Yeah. So and then I have to roll what direction it goes. So 1 is going to be towards you all. And then 2 is going to be to its right, and so on. 4 will be its left. It moves to its left 5 feet, so it actually moves up the path a little bit as it tries to get away from the termites that have suddenly all over it before they fade. So it has moved out of melee range of everybody as it has moved up. But unfortunately, nobody gets to use their attacks of opportunity because it was forced movement. And we are at that mound. So that mound is going to take its movement speed and it's going to come towards. Trying to think who did the most. It was Jed that did the most damage to it. Actually, I'm going to do Velantrios is on 1 or 2. Jed is on 3 or 4 because you termited it, but Jed also whacked it with a guiding bolt. So looks like it's you, Velantrios. It's making 2 attacks against you.
Fun.
It is baned. Does a 17 hit you?
Yes.
All right, let's try the next one. Does a 21 hit you?
Yes.
I'll make.
Silvery barbs. I'll do that one.
Oh, okay.
All right. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
I love how we always accept like you can get hit once per turn.
Right.
Yeah, I know. And then let's see how much damage you are taking.
Wait, who didn't get blessed?
8 points of
Me.
bludgeoning damage.
Oh,
I'll give you the advantage.
Oh, thanks.
Sorry, what?
8 points of bludgeoning damage as this thing whacks you with one vine, but you manage to dodge the other one.
So, it's 2 attacks?
It had 2 attacks,
Okay.
but it only hit you once.
8 damage.
8 bludgeoning damage. And that is the end of its turn. So we are back up to the top with Chauncey.
Is the one in front of me still alive?
Yes,
Yes.
it is still alive.
I
Literally anything would be overkill, but
You should let
I'm gonna have
let
Talipo
kill
just
it.
flick it.
Yeah.
force dart it.
okay,
She gets a 17 to hit.
that hits. Can you do 4 points of damage?
That's
She deals
fair,
exactly 4 points of damage because she rolled a 1.
Go Talipo.
Talipo shoots. Strangely, for a moment, you think she might have missed as it sails in between almost a honeycomb section where the vines leave holes, but then you hear a crack and the whole thing falls apart like the Gordian knot being sliced in half. And it is a about 3-foot tall pile of vines on the ground, completely unmoving.
In like perfect sync and unison, Chauncey and Lovey May's heads turn. Look at the other one, and they're gonna charge.
First attack has advantage.
Yes.
I know. Thank you for silvery barbsing me. Oh fuck.
Well, that was from the guiding bolt. The silver
Yeah,
barbs
that's
went to
yeah.
Shaw, but it's the guiding bolt.
Uh-huh.
And then you also have Bless, just in
Oh,
case.
and I have bless. Cool. So that's a dirty 20 between
Yeah.
Yep, that
the
hits.
guiding bolt and the bless. It turned a 7 into a dirty 20.
Good lord.
Oh, there goes another dice. This is
Good
fine.
lord.
That is 12 points of bludgeoning damage and max on fire. So 12 divided in half is 6.
All right, this thing is starting to show some wear and tear as some of the vines burn away and slip off of it.
Did I get a silvery barbs buff for the second hit? Or did I
No,
Okay,
that silver barbs hit went to Shaw, so now it's just a straight roll plus bless.
Okay. Straight roll plus bless is still a 14 on the d20 plus 4 from the bless plus 10 from my modifier.
Jesus Christ.
28 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. How did you do this?
What is this?
This is my bludgeoning damage is only 8 because I rolled extremely shitty. And my fire damage is 7 divided in half is still 3. So not super great damage on that hit.
It's still something.
Yeah, I mean it's consistent.
Yeah, but
Very
you
true.
really, really accurately hit it.
Yes. You are crunching through these vines as you're smashing it with the hammer, causing them to split and crack. So Shaw, it is now your turn.
I have an advantage on 2 hits, so I guess I'll do chill touch. May as well use it.
All right, you're gonna chill touch it.
Yeah. Does a 24 hit.
A 24 hits. As the little truss and paw comes out and boop, boop.
Ugh. 4 cold damage, Jesus Christ.
Wait, it's cold damage?
Yeah.
Well,
it's resistant.
yeah, you watch as not as much of what would typically turn frozen
already
burnt.
not as much. So
It's already not as much. It did not do much. You did damage, but not as much as you felt you should.
Not as much as I felt you should.
That's my turn.
All right. So now we're going to go to Guinevere and
I've
then
done
Jed.
nothing this fight.
You
All right.
portented so Velantrios didn't get hit, right?
That's true.
Something.
Wait,
Velantrios got
silvery
hit
barbs?
once.
Yeah, I actually I ported once for Chauncey.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Mhm.
Okay. All right.
So Guinevere, what's Guinevere doing? This thing is still up and still pretty healthy, but starting to fall apart.
All right. Let's see. Wait a minute. Is this the one that I hexed, or did that other one
No,
die?
that one died. So I think you can use a bonus action to move your hex, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I can re-hex it. Like hex that one, and then we'll just
Eldritch Blast it.
Yep, we're gonna go for that because that seemed to work pretty good.
Yep. It's a good combo.
So 16.
Yep, that hits.
All right, word. Okay. Oh, there we go. And the other one's again a 23. That's the third time I've rolled a 23.
I mean, you also forgot to
Both
use
of
your
them hit.
bless.
I didn't friggin' need it, like,
That's
honestly.
fair, yeah.
All right, so there's that. And then, okay, they keep like popping up right over the dice roller. Here we go. And then, yeah, okay. Okay, oof. Well, the necrotic damage was dog shit. But that's 19 total.
19 total for both hits.
Yeah.
All right, this thing's definitely starting to hurt. A lot of the vines are beginning to slough off and look like they're hanging limply on this thing's slightly disheveled form. So next up is going to be Jed, followed by Velantrios.
Oh, yeah, that's me also.
By the way.
By the way,
Yeah, well, we're not gonna do fire damage. You know what? Screw it. Let's yeah, let's do a Toll the Dead.
all right, that is going to be a Baned saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
What saving throw is it?
That's Wiz.
Oh, I rolled a 12, so it gets an 11.
That is a fail. All right, let's see here. Oh my god. 9?
Uh-oh.
Could have been worse for 2d12.
Very
What if this was a
true.
1 though? Like,
Yeah, I mean, we keep rolling a lot of ones on our damage die today, so.
Like, for real.
Yeah, this thing it's unfortunately still up.
that's it.
All right, Velantrios, what you doing? This thing is
I'm-
still healthy.
Casting Sacred Flame.
All right, so that's going to be a Bane's dexterity roll. So it rolled an 18 with the Bane, so it gets a 15.
That does not succeed.
Nice.
All right, roll the damage as you let out a sacred flame at it.
8 damage.
8. Well, it's something. It's still hanging on. So now it's going to be the Mound's turn. And it, because Chauncey has been dealing a shit ton of damage to it. Chauncey. It only gets a 16 for the first one.
Does not hit. And I will give it disadvantage on the second one from Lovey May's.
Well, it doesn't need it because it rolled a 5 on the die. So it doesn't matter what anything happens to it, it's not hitting you. So it whiffs both times. You manage to parry the first vine out of the way, and the other one just sails right over your head and comes back in, and that is the end of its turn, which means it is now your turn. I'm fairly sure, given some of the damage that you've done, it is possible for you to kill it this round.
26 to hit on my first swing.
That hits.
It is 12 points of bludgeoning and 5 halved to 2 points of fire.
Oof, you took a good chunk out of this thing as another whole section of vines just gets ripped off of this thing's form.
My next hit is a 31 to hit.
Good lord.
Oh,
That's not a nat 20. That's an 18
bless.
plus bless.
I was like, what
Plus
the
my modifier.
but bless. It was bless.
Well, that definitely hits.
I'm very accurate tonight.
Yeah.
No, the Mage Hunters, I missed one of my hits.
Chauncey the Gardener.
10 points of bludgeoning, and then 8 divided by 2 is 4 points of fire.
Ooh, this thing is a sneeze away from dying. It's feebly trying to pull its vines together.
Lovey May got a nat 20 on a kick.
Well, that'll hit. So
Just
max
like-
damage plus
Oh,
question.
God damn it.
With
Another
ma-
one of my dice went flying. It's fine. 15 points of force damage.
Yeah, it's dead. I was about to ask, can you do 9 points of damage? Because it only had 9 hit points left. as Lovey May comes in with the ballet twirl and the kick that just slices through about 3 feet of vines, and the thing collapses into an absolute pile
Can I
of
make a
vines.
recommendation? I think Lovey May should have like a speaker attached to her so that ballet music actually plays as she's doing these moves.
So she has theme
We have
music.
battle music.
Exactly. Inspiration.
I love it.
All right. So yeah, what all would you like to do now that you have defeated Les Vines?
Get the hell out of there.
Yeah, can we please
Yeah,
just
pretty
get
much
the hell
that.
out of here? Yeah.
I'm gonna. I mean, let me check. I'm gonna cast a first level Cure Wounds on myself because YOLO.
All right.
I'll regain 7 plus 5 hit points, so I get 12 hit points. I think that may put me back up to fully topped off or close to it.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I was only down to 62, so I only have 71. Beautiful.
Nice.
I can heal myself too. I just don't do it often.
Yeah.
So
'Cause I-
considering we have now twice just stumbled upon monsters, should we try to be sneaky or are we just gonna
We're just
But
gonna.
it's like
What's the
up
point?
on- they
Yeah,
snuck
y'all
up
just
on us.
y'all just really are like a sneaky party. Okay, let's go.
All right.
Let's keep an eye out for those nasty flying things so you don't get taken again.
No, that was really fun for me. I would love for that to happen again.
Sounds entertaining, at least.
All right. So you all managed to eventually pick your way back to a path, and following it along the way, the air still filled with whispering, the horrible sap dripping from the open, screaming faces twisted into the bark of the trees. You finally managed to make your way out
Let's.
to.
Sorry, I didn't know you were done. I thought you were done talking.
Oh no, there's still a lot more.
Yeah, we
You
can
managed
nail
to
the
make your
part.
way out to it's a significantly smaller market, but it kind of reminds you of the horrible market with the undead blob that you all fought.
Quick scan. Any boxes that look like
Right,
they could be
right.
full of body parts?
Like building body parts and shit.
But if does
Any
Velantrios have
Build-A-Bear
pass without
stands?
trace? We could just pass without trace and start eating ourselves.
I do
I-
not have pass without trace.
We're not a stealth group. It's fine.
No.
Unfortunately, no, especially not with Chauncey
Yeah,
clanging in his armor.
Right.
I assume Lovey May probably has disadvantage too.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
actually, she doesn't have disadvantage on stealth checks.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, she's
I'm worse
rolled
at
some
stealth
pretty
checks than my-
bonker stealth checks.
Yeah,
pretty
her stealth is what is it? Oh, yeah, no, her stealth is +1, so it's better than mine. Mine's negative.
Yeah.
Right.
And at disadvantage.
That makes sense.
Or no, well, my stealth check is +2, but it's a disadvantage, is what I meant. Because I do have a little
And-
bit of dexterity.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because of the Dhampir-ness.
Yeah.
So let's
All
get the
right.
hell out of here.
As you make your way into this market, one of the things that you notice is there is a sign above one of the stalls. There are also cages, their doors bent as if something has ripped them off and reached inside. The sign, it has a name under it, or at least presumably a name in whatever language this is. But the image is this strange sort of rat of some kind. It has a large ears, a snub nose. They even painted teeth the same color as the sign, in this strange kind of creature. But you can't quite tell what it is. It's an unfamiliar creature to you. You do hear from the next market over, which due to the arrangement of the buildings, looks like you are going to have to go through. You hear something. Clang.
Great.
And a horrible, some kind of squeaking. And then more. Same
now
noises.
cast invisibility.
What?
Stealth. Stealthy approach. Stealthy approach.
Stealthy approach.
Stealthy
Sorry.
approach. Can we can
I
we
mean-
try to sneak up on this thing, maybe?
I can make a couple of us invisible.
I can make one of us invisible for free. So
Make yourself
You should
invisible.
probably do
for Christ's sake.
yourself.
Yeah, if you get you, okay, wait. No, wait. I cast. Oh shit, nope, I can only do one. Because the liar casts it at 2nd level.
Oh, yeah. Your
So-
instruments.
who is the least stealthy person other than me? Because I'll get myself.
I have a +1 to stealth.
Let's see.
I got a 4.
I have a +2.
Might be Jed.
Jed has
I
a
wouldn't be surprised if it's
+5.
Jed.
No, Jed's plus
probably
5.
Yeah, Jed has a +5 to stealth.
Good
Velantrios
lord.
it is. You get to be invisible.
Yay!
All right. So the two of you, Chauncey and Velantrios, turn invisible through your various methods, which means that you get advantage on stealth. However, unfortunately, Chauncey, that means that it is just a regular roll for you.
Yeah.
And you all can make a stealth check.
Oh, here we
This
go.
is gonna be so bad.
I need to remember to do one for Talipo too.
Yes, 21.
All right.
Oh my god, nice.
Well, I'm invisible. I would hope I would be good at stealth.
Did you roll an advantage? You
No, I
it
meant
doesn't matter.
Jaws 14.
I mean, you could
with a
get
+1.
20 something.
Okay, so Guinevere got a 12.
Did you roll an advantage?
Do I need to?
Are you not
Oh,
invisible?
no.
No,
I
because
thought
I
you
made
were.
They're
I
not
made
invisible.
Velantrios invisible.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then okay, so Jed gets a +5. I have to roll the 20. Jed also got a 12.
All right. So we have a 12, a 12, 12 for
14.
Shaw, 14 for Shaw.
Yeah. 12 for Gwen and Jed. 21 for Velantrios.
What did Chauncey get?
Oh god.
Chauncey, Chauncey got a 4.
God damn it.
Avi May got a 7.
Oh my god.
And Talipo got a 9.
Why don't you just attach
Chauncey
your
just
feet?
like trips and falls.
You do your own thing. It's cool.
I rolled a 2, a 6, and a 3. And Talipo gets +6 to her stealth checks, and she only rolled a 3.
That is some bullshit.
Sub Team Chauncey is not built for stealth.
No, they're built for just ramming into things.
Smash.
I feel like we should just use Chauncey and
bump,
Go
bump.
as like a distraction.
Yeah, I rolled
mean-
a 2. I rolled a 2. I get to add +2.
Good lord.
Well, we're
right.
stealthing up for a sneak attack. We got this.
So as you all clink and clang and pop and squeak your way over to the next market,
For Christ's sake.
you all see these things before they do, obviously. One is a giant, a 12-foot tall, flabby, fat giant covered in rotting gray skin
Ew.
that is peeling, almost like cracking open a can of soup of these
Ew.
little cages. It seems it's gotten to almost all of them except for this one as it tips the cage back, and you watch as one of these things, they're almost this sort of beige color, almost like hyena colored. These tiny little rat things with these jagged, they don't even have lips. They just have these rows of jagged teeth and these huge ears as it tumbles into this thing's mouth. However, holding a leash around the giant is a humanoid, probably about 6'2", bald. Their skin is kind of blue. They're floating in the air with a cloak. And it is actually the thing that turns. Its clawed hand reaches up and points at you. Its dead
Beautiful.
eyes stare at you as it sort of smiles. It doesn't have any tentacles. It does have a humanoid face.
Okay, I was gonna say.
And it speaks in a language that you don't understand. And the horrible giant whips around, its eyes wide, completely glazed over as it roars, spittle flying out of its mouth. And I'm going to need you all to roll another initiative.
Yep.
Depending on how long this battle goes, we may have to stay a tiny bit past 10 o'clock.
It's all
I rolled a nat 20.
So what does that make it?
22.
22 for Velantrios.
Guinevere gets a 12.
Oh, gets a 13.
This thing gets a 0.
Chauncey
Guinevere gets
got
a 12.
14.
12, 13, 14. Nice.
Yeah.
And Jed got a 6.
Jed got a 6.
He's so
These monsters
good.
are not rolling too well. So what did Shaw and Chauncey get?
I got a 13. Chauncey got a 14.
Well, good news for you. You are literally all going before the monsters.
Yay!
Yeah.
Kill it dead before it moves.
All right. So first
Good
up,
motto.
surprisingly, is Velantrios.
Finally.
Get it.
I'm going to cast Entangle on the giant.
Are you going to hit the
You
other
probably hit both.
humanoid too, or are you...
Or you know what? Instead I'm gonna
Because it's an
do-
area.
Yeah, and oh, it's an area effect?
Yeah.
Entangle is an area effect. So you
Okay,
can get both of them because one of them's holding the other on a leash, so you can entangle both of them.
Yeah, I'll entangle both.
All right. And that is a what, strength saving throw?
It's a strength, yeah.
Yeah.
So giant gets a 16.
It's a 16 to save.
All right, so it's a meter beat, so it saves. It kicks at the vines that are coming up, ripping them out of the ground before it's able to hold purchase. However, the humanoid only gets a 12.
That does not save.
All right, so the vines wrap around this thing's legs as it seems like only its toes are touching the ground, but the vines climb up its legs and wrap around it, holding it in place. It looks down for a moment before it just looks back up. And that is there anything else that you would like to do?
Actions. Nope. I'm good.
All right, so next up is Chauncey.
Boom, get it.
So okay. I'm gonna, I guess, run up to the giant. Because why not?
All right.
I'm gonna try to attack it. First swing is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Do I need to separate the fire and bludgeoning, or can I add it all
Nope,
together?
you do not. It is a regular ass creature.
That's 20 points of damage.
Regular
20
ass
points.
creature.
20 points of damage, please.
Oh, watch out for those ass creatures.
I know.
Okay, this one
Chauncey
might
seems
not.
prepared. He just whooped ass creature.
This one's probably not going to hit. It's only a 12. I rolled a 2.
Unfortunately, 12 does not hit as it seems to try and puff its chest. You hit its stomach as it bounces the hammer back.
Okay, and Talipo is gonna fly up and she's going to force dart it from 30 feet in the air. She gets a 15 to hit.
15 hits.
And that will be 5 points of force damage.
All right. You have taken a pretty good chunk out of this thing. So next
Surprise,
up
surprise.
is going to be Shaw, followed by Guinevere.
Literally, no hate. Like, I'm here for it. It's fine. Like,
I would like to get up and try to Ryan's Binding Ice both the giant and the humanoid. 30-foot cone.
I'm going to say you're going to have to use some of your movement speed in order to be able to angle the
fine.
cone to not hit Chauncey.
Yeah, that's fine. It's con saves.
Con saves. The giant gets a 15.
Okay.
And the humanoid gets an unnatural 20.
Jesus. Okay, well they both beat.
oh, Silvery Barb's the giant.
All right, I don't remember what the giant got, to be honest.
15.
He got a 15.
15.
Well,
The giant rolled a 2 on the die, so
There we go.
Cool. All right. So 17 damage for the giant and half damage for the human. Which is 8, I guess, because we round down.
Yeah.
And then the giant's movement speed is now 0.
All right. Anything else that you would like to do before it's Jed's turn?
If I have any movement left,
wait.
I'll back away.
All right. It is Guinevere's turn, followed by Jed.
All right, hang on. I gotta find my spell and actually cast it. Where the fuck? Oh, there it is. Jesus. Okay. We said it's Jed.
Oh, it's Guinevere first, followed by Jed.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah, same as last time, basically.
All right. Well, I'm out of flourishes, so let me just double check that real quick. I think it's saving throw. Yeah, that works. All right. We'll just debuff some bitches. Let me get a Mind Sliver on the giant.
All right.
That's an intelligence save.
Oh. It gets a 0.
Yeah, kind of figured.
Really
giant,
smart.
not that smart.
Yeah. Okay, so that is 7 psychic damage, and it's gonna get a -d4 from the next save it makes before the end of my next turn. And then I'm gonna
You said 7 damage?
Yes. And then I don't know, we'll call that lady a right shithead or something, and we'll unsettling words her.
The humanoid?
Yeah.
All right. And so that is what?
That's gonna
minus
be
D4?
-6 on the next
D6 saving throw.
That's a next attack or saving throw.
Oh, so whichever is first.
No, just saving throw. I'm sorry, you were right.
Saving throws. Okay.
Yeah, so one has a -d4 save, one has a -d6 save.
All right. And so then what's Jed doing?
Then let's see what Jed is gonna do. See what oh, now we could do that. What do we want to do? Yeah, let's do that. Let's guiding bolt the giant, because I feel like we should take that fucker down.
Yeah. All right.
So yeah, what does he get on that? +9. Excuse me. That is a 20 to hit. There we go.
All right, that'll hit.
I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not too shabby. 16.
16 damage.
Yep. And then yeah, again, not much for the bonus action unless we got that flaming sphere out. So we'll call it a day.
All right. So, the humanoid. At first, you watch as its eyes glow as it begins to glare at you, Velantrios, but then it pulls its hand back for a moment and then makes a gesture and whispers before it splits. 3 images begin to move around it as you cannot tell which one is which. That is the end of its turn. The giant, however, is going to use its action to angrily smash the ice as it roars, and it can't do anything. So that is the end of its turn. So we are back up to the top with Velantrios.
Spike growth.
All right. I think Chauncey is going to be in the radius, but okay. All right, you spike growth.
Sorry, Chauncey, but there's just like 3 of them now, so we can't risk it, you know?
No, I mean, I'm fine as long as I don't move.
All right.
Yep.
So next up is Chauncey.
I'm gonna hit the giant. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
You have advantage if you want to fish for the crit.
Oh, yeah,
thank you.
because of the guiding bolt.
Yep.
24 is still the better roll.
Meh.
18 points of damage on that one.
Oof.
That'll do.
We'll do another hit. 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Let's see. 19 points of damage on that one.
Ooh. It's nearly dead. It's holding on. Its flesh is sloughing off.
Force
Yummy.
start. Oh, that's a nat 1. Beautiful. That's a 9
Yummy.
to hit.
The dart sails right by the flailing giant. Just sails right through the arms like a bullet through a helicopter blade. Just
Yeah.
Well, I got this one almost down, and that's all I can do.
all right. So then it is Shaw followed by Guinevere and then Jed.
I will 3rd level mind spike the humanoid. So wisdom
Good
save.
choice.
Wisdom
Just
save.
-6.
Yes.
It had a minus D6 too, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the minus D6. So wisdom. It's probably gonna fail, but I'll roll it anyway. Okay, yeah, that's a 10.
Oh,
Yay.
yeah. That'll do.
17 psychic damage.
17 psychic damage.
And then
Alright.
bonus action, I'm going to wait, is the humanoid's entangled, right?
Yes, the humanoid is entangled. Let me see. Oh, it is not a concentration spell. Okay.
Can I there's probably literally no points to this. I'm gonna try to move the giant just 5 feet to his right through the spike growth with telekinetic shove. So
All right,
strength
it's a
save.
strength save.
Yeah.
I mean, you might as well, right? Like,
Yeah.
Does a 13?
No! Oh my god! What's your spike growth damage, Velantrios?
It's like a
1 second.
D4 per foot or per 5 feet or something.
It's 2d4 per 5 feet.
2D4 per 5
Yeah.
feet.
nice.
Roll 2d4, Velantrios.
There's a world in which he survives this. I will say. It's unlikely.
When I'll just do it this way. That is 8 damage.
Oh my god, it is.
Max damage,
That's fucking
and
great.
he is dead.
Just kill him with telekinetic shove. Let's
drags
go.
through the
He
5
kills him
feet.
in the thorns.
I can't believe
Ripping
killed
as
it.
one of the thorns hangs onto the leg and rips. You watch as the organs spill out and the stomach splits open, and shockingly, swarms of these horrible rat creatures spill out and begin
Fuck
scurrying around this creature's body. There are now swarms of whatever this creature is over its dead body.
That's
as
horseshit.
the
I hate that so
creature,
much.
all three of the humanoids' heads look over before they all turn back. And so we are now, unless there's anything else that Shaw would like to do.
That's it.
I feel bad for
All right.
Chauncey since he's so close to this thing.
All right, so that means I get to put that away and I get to pull out the other stat block. Yay, love stat blocks.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that means we are at Guinevere, followed by Jedidiah.
I thought so. Okay, so above game, like how many swarms are we facing here?
2.
2. Okay. And then there's the other lady who's got some illusion shit happening.
This creature
or-
seems to present more masculine. You're
or
unsure
hu-
of what its
I don't know
pronouns
why I
are.
keep saying lady. Humanoid creature.
I think it
Girly
was because of
pop.
the cloak.
Maybe,
Girly
I don't
pop, gender neutral.
Okay. You know what?
Yes.
Parentheses, gender neutral.
Could I hit all 3 with a Bane? With a 30-foot radius reach from myself if I move, maybe?
You would probably have to move closer, but yeah, you could.
All right, let's try. Yeah, let's try for that.
All right. And what level is Bane?
You know what? Actually, hang on.
Wait,
Let
I
me
gotta read something.
Let me unsettling words her, them, whatever, again, real quick.
Okay, so that's a minus D6.
Yeah, and then we'll go for the Bane on all 3.
All right.
And that is, what is it? Charisma save.
Charisma save. I'm gonna do the humanoid first. A 12, I'm assuming, does not.
It does not.
It does not. Amazing.
Although it sounds like it needed that minus D6, though. That was pretty tight.
Yeah, it does. However, as you try and bane these swarms of creatures, there's something weird about magic around them. The magic seems to sort of be bounced around in this weird sort of magical field that these things have, and it dissipates. They automatically succeed. Both
hate that.
swarms.
I hate everything about this.
Oh, wait till you see
All
other
right.
things they can do.
Well, gender neutral blue thing is Bane. And
It sounds like a Republican slur.
those
does.
gender neutral blue things are taking over my country.
Shit. What else do we have? I don't really think I have much of anything else I can do. Yeah. So we're gonna call that good.
All right. So then it's Jed's turn.
Oh yeah, fuck. I'm doing him too. Okay, so blue thing is baned. So what do we want to do with that? Do we have some saving throw shit? Yeah, we do.
Flaming sphere. I don't know why you're even.
Yeah, let's
The obvious answer.
let's
have
bring
a
it
once
out.
a day.
I
He's
think
got a
it's
once a
time.
day fireball.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah. Are we like? Is our formation like?
Chauncey is in the middle of
Chauncey,
where that
I-
fireball would
Yeah, I was
hit.
gonna say Chauncey's in a precarious spot, but
Let's just go for the flaming sphere. We'll do the flaming sphere. I'll summon it. Yeah, we'll summon it by the.
Watch it do more damage than it's ever done tonight. I'm sure Colton will
yeah.
be real happy to hear that.
Yeah, fucking by the humanoid thing. And then yeah, let's bonus
Smack
action
it.
bop it.
push it,
One moment.
bop it.
Attack.
That spell it casts is the spell I think it is. You may have to. Is it
It
mirror
may
image?
be that spell. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
So I think it's you got to roll to hit, and if you hit, we'll determine if it hits a duplicate.
Sure, but
So it's
this
going to be a
is
lot.
actually
Sorry.
This is actually a save.
Yeah, it's deck save for flames.
It's a deck save,
Yeah.
and it's baned.
Yep.
Well, it got a 2. So nothing matters.
Cool.
Go, Jed!
So 2d6 fire damage. And here's the other fun thing. It also takes damage if it ends its turn in the same space.
Which it will,
It's
most
actually
likely.
2d6 fire damage plus 5 because he has his charisma modifier to his fire damage.
Oh, word. Okay, well, that's 11 fire damage then.
Oh my god.
And then, wait, hang on, because when... Nope, that's it. Yeah, we're good. Does he move? Should he move? We're fine. It's good. Let's leave it.
Actually, I'm going to real quick look at another spell that he is probably going to cast. Where is it?
What do you mean, where's the thing? Yeah, there we go.
All right. So you watch as the blue humanoid is going to vanish into a mist that rolls upward into the air. And it's going to move 10 feet, which is the only thing that it can do, which means it is not ending its turn within range of the sphere as it
So
casts
just-
gaseous form.
Oh, okay. So I was like, so it's just like a misty
runs
thing in
away like a
there.
little
It's just trying not to die.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Can't
and
relate.
I mean, we
So-
did kind of just like randomly assault it without asking any questions at all, so.
Well, he pointed the giant at us in our defense.
He pointed at me.
Yeah. Exactly.
So I'm going to say these things are not, these little things that are scrabbling around are not smart enough and did not realize that there is spike growth on the ground. So they're going to run through it to get to Chauncey. So I think one of them is going to have to move 10 feet. The other one is in melee range. So we'll start with the one that's in melee range of Chauncey. And they're going to try and bite you.
Don't they take damage?
Oh, that one won't. The next
That one
will.
won't because it
The
didn't
next
move.
one will.
Does a 22 hit you?
Not when I throw shield up.
All right. So these little things bite and scrabble at this button shield that you conjure. The other one is going to take damage as they move 5 feet. Well, they're
2d4.
technically going to move 10 feet. So
Oh.
it'd be 4d4.
4d4.
Yup. Get it. Honestly, spike growth actually has kind of come in clutch a few times for us.
Mhm.
Velantrios.
Oh,
How much
44.
damage?
44.
44.
Oh, sorry.
From your spike growth.
Yeah. You're good.
2d4?
4d4.
Oh, sorry.
Because they moved 10 feet. And if it's 2d4 every 5 feet they move.
Let's see. That is going to be 14 damage.
Nice roll.
Good
That's actually
lord.
fucking great.
Yeah, they're not these things aren't doing too hot.
2 for 2 for spike growth, almost max damage.
As you watch, they're almost bouncing, almost like little kangaroos, and it's weird to see them like bounce, stop, just flat, and then a blood pool begins to form under them as they roll forward in a surge to go up towards Chauncey, and they're going to try and bite Chauncey because they're the closest target. That's probably not going to hit. That's only going to be a 16.
Nope.
All right, so that's the end of their turn. So we are back up to the top with Velantrios.
Okay, who is within 30 feet of range?
Everyone.
Oh, okay, great. So it's like 6 people altogether. Including me.
If you
I mean,
include Virgil, there's 6.
If you include Virgil, but Virgil kind of just got dumped on the ground,
Yeah.
Yeah, just laying over there.
Okay,
rolling
never
around.
mind.
screaming.
Lazy as
So-
ever.
At 3rd level, that's 5 people, right?
Sure. What? You're blessed?
Yeah,
think it's-
I'm
yes.
gonna cast less than all of us.
Yes,
Okay.
it is.
All
I'll take
right,
a bless.
so everyone is blessed.
Let's check the list.
And I'm going to end my turn there. Enjoy the bless, guys.
All
Thank
right.
you.
So then, Chauncey.
I kind of hate that you can't add that to conditions in D&D Beyond.
I'm gonna try to bop
Yeah.
the more messed up looking things in front of me.
All right.
That is a 29 to hit.
That will hit.
Do I need to separate out any of my damage dice?
Technically the bludgeoning, because they're a swarm.
Okay.
So the bludgeoning will be
right.
halved because it's a
Yeah.
swarm.
Yep, true.
Okay, so that's 14 halved to 7 there. And then the fire is 7 damage.
Well, you kill that swarm.
All
That
right.
swarm's dead.
Hey,
There aren't
And,
very many left, so you just, as the
Whack-a-mole
fire
them.
sort of the fire sort of spreads out. The fire kills most of them, but you do smash about 3 of them, and then the fire kills the rest of them.
23 to hit on the second hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
The bludgeoning is 14 again, halved to 7. The fire damage is 8.
Ooh, that swarm's not doing too good as the fire rushes over them, burning a lot of them to a crisp.
I'll force dart them from Talipo up in the air. 16 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
And just 4 points of force damage.
Ooh, they are still up, but there are not very many of them.
Mhm.
And
That's all I got.
then we go down to it is Guinevere. No, wait,
Oh,
nope.
hi.
It's Shaw followed by Guinevere, and then
Oh,
Jen.
okay. Yep. Get it.
We still got a cloud guy.
Yep, it's still a cloud floating around.
I'm gonna mind spike it, I guess.
Let me
Does that work?
read. I'm gonna have to read because I
I mean, isn't it sentient? So it should.
target has resistance to non-magical damage. It has resistance to non-magical damage. It only says it has resistance to non-magical damage, and it's magical damage, so you're mind spiking it.
Okay, wisdom save.
Wisdom save. It's also baned.
Ugh.
18. Oh, my page flipped. No, why you flip page? What did you say? It was
Page.
wisdom?
Yes.
Does a 16 pass?
Can I make that a 5 on the die?
Yes, you may.
So nope.
15 psychic damage.
15 psychic damage. Ooh.
I like this less Bane.
And then that is a concentration spell,
like
so
my
it has to
favorite
make a
thing
con
happening.
saving throw. It, however, does succeed on its constitution and remains a cloud.
Silvery
will-
barbs.
Silvery barbs. All right.
Silvery barb we have.
This poor cloud.
It still passes.
Fuck. Well, we'll give the advantage to Chauncey.
Telekinetically shove the rat swarm thing.
All right.
Right back
So
into
it
the
needs a
spikes.
strength saving throw.
Back into the growth it goes.
It gets an 8.
So it fails.
So roll 2d4.
Velantrios 2d4.
Yep. That is gonna be 8 damage.
Oh my god, it is.
They just get shredded.
This gets
Nice. That's why
Let's go
They
talk
get
like shove.
shredded.
I growth. I love it.
All right, Velantrios, we got a new trick now.
Yeah, that's fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty great.
My shove plus your spike growth.
All right. So we are at Guinevere.
Fuck. Okay. So we just got the cloud now, right?
Yep. Just got the cloud. Seems it
And-
can be targeted.
I do have a bless, so I get advantage on attack rolls.
And actually, I think technically mirror
Not
image is still on it.
Yep.
Yeah.
My what is what?
its mirror image is still functioning, even though it's a cloud. So it's
Yeah,
probably why you can
fair.
see the cloud
Got,
very
like, little
well.
fu-
Is
like,
it's,
little-
it's
So wait,
multiple
so
images
attack-
of clouds.
So is it attack rolls would have disadvantage because of the multiple images?
Well, no. If you hit it, you'd have to roll a d20, and if it rolls over a certain number, it hits a duplicate, deals damage to the duplicate
Oh.
and not to the core person.
Oh,
So it would
all
deal
right.
no damage. That's why mirror
Well-
image is a bonkers spell, and it's also not concentration.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go for a saving throw. Since it's already baned. And yeah, we'll mind sliver it. We'll mind sliver it. That's what we'll do. No,
Cool.
we will hang on. I'm gonna use my unsettling words again on it and give it a minus D6 on the mind sliver save.
It got a
Plus-
4. What's the point?
Okay, fuck it. Let's say we'll do it after then, whatever. So it's gonna take the 2d6 psychic. That's
Surprised
pretty
this thing
good.
Isn't resistant to psychic damage, but whatever.
I was scared
that-
it was gonna be.
So that's an
honestly.
8, and it's gonna take on its next save minus d6 minus d6 minus d4.
Oh, because Bane, unsettling words, and mind whatever.
Yeah, and mind sliver.
Yeah.
Or
Good
I think
lord.
what's the Bane would do the attack roll. Bane would if it doesn't attack, it's just the Bane.
All right.
With
So
that,
Jed,
were all
what's
those
Jed
applied
doing?
Or were all of those applied at this thing's? Because that makes a concentration check because you don't damage to it, right?
This thing is more.
So it is now no longer a cloud,
Does it
but
fall?
you still do. It does not, surprisingly. It has a fly speed. So
Cool.
it is floating in the air as it reforms into this creature, this blue creature.
So wait, so when did it make the con save? Because now I have to figure out which one of these unstacks.
After you
It
did
did
damage
it
to it.
When I would have dealt damage with Mind Sliver.
yes.
Okay, so then the con save would have been affected by Bane and Mind Sliver.
Well, it rolled
Which
a
means-
1 on the concentration check, so it just went down.
Right. I'm just trying to figure out when, like, because that means Mind Sliver would go down because it's only the next saving throw. Right?
Okay. Oh,
So I'm
yeah.
just trying to figure. Yeah. So Mind Sliver would go down. Bane would stay up. Unsettling words would stay up.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
Amazing.
And then Jed.
And then Jed's turn.
And then Jed. And
Jed
you know what?
can conceivably kill this thing.
Since it's got all that saving throw bullshit, let's do a Toll the Dead.
All right. So that is a Bane and an Unsettling Words.
Correct. So minus 2d6.
Wait, minus 2D. Wait, I
No,
thought Bane only did a
1d4.
D4. So
Oh
it's
no,
a
I'm
D4
sorry.
and
Bane, yeah,
1d6.
Bane's a
Yeah.
d4. Yeah, you're
And
right.
what saving throw was it?
Wisdom.
Whiz. Yep.
Got an 18, so that's an 11.
Word. All right, so that's a fail. And let me get over here for the dice. Try that. That's a 9 for the Toll the Dead.
All right.
And then okay, so the my unsettling words would go down, still Bane.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll bonus action bop it with the
Oh, because it can move 20 feet.
it can move, I think it's 30 actually, but either way, yeah.
Well, I can get
so
to it, so
I need a Dex. Yeah, Dex.
it's a Dex saving throw. So it's just the Bane now.
Correct. Yes, everything else is gone. We used it up.
It got a 5. So
All right.
nothing matters. It's bopping it. Can you do 2 points of damage?
I'm
Yeah, because it's 2d6
It's-
plus
yeah,
5, so.
I know it's at least 2 dice, so
So you bop this thing as you watch all the different shifting images sort of back together before it falls and collapses to the ground. And you are now out of initiative.
that poor gender neutral blue creature. Oh,
This
It's
is
better than
just
a spot.
just to clarify, this thing looks nothing like the thing we saw in the house, right?
No.
Okay.
I will say it probably has its mouth open. It does look more like a traditional vampire.
Okay.
But it is bald and blue-skinned. It didn't get to use all of its abilities that combat encounter because you all stomped it into the ground.
It just got
Gone
debuffed to
back.
hell. Poor
It
thing.
really did.
Body.
So many debuffs. Just so many debuffs. So, what all would you like to do now that you all are left here
Oh god.
in the market
I would
alone?
like to.
Corpse sleuthing seems to be the popular
Can I
choice
search its
today.
body real quick?
Yeah.
Obviously.
There is really nothing on the humanoid's body, no special items. There is the leash. So if you want like a 15-foot chain with a leather handle on it and a collar,
Not sure what you guys
Yeah.
do.
made
We
for a
can-
giant,
We can use it
unfortunately.
for Virgil, maybe. At least the leash
Well,
part.
the
We'll have
problem
to get a
is
new
that the collar doesn't tighten tight enough to actually like effectively use it as a human collar
Mm.
without
Doesn't one of us
modifications.
have like a shrinking ability?
I have
Yeah,
reduced. I really
but
don't
it only
like
it only lasts-
Battlesmith.
I have
it
the
only lasts
abil-
like an
I
hour.
have the ability to use leather workers' tools to shrink it down.
Are we gonna make Virgil a leashing collar?
Oh my god, why?
Let's hope that doesn't awaken anything in anyone.
Oh.
I mean, I have a leashing collar, so
I'm sure that Chauncey and Jed will get some use out of it in the future.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I think that's
All
about
right, anyways,
enough.
Good
moving
lord.
on. Let's get
Anyway,
The
It's that way.
other the giant has nothing on them except for a loincloth. And these horrible rat creatures also don't have anything on them because they're horrible rat creatures. I will say, Chauncey, working with magic, as much as you do, and having to feel the ebb and flow of it in order to get it to connect and flow through items the right way. Once you get close to these rat things' bodies and actually like put your hands like very close to them, there is a magical field around these creatures' bodies. And you get the sense that if you had cast a spell, specifically a spell that it required an attack roll, there's a high chance that it could have bounced off of that magical field and hit someone else.
The way we never do attack
Ooh,
roll spells. The way we're all about saves.
The rest of
Literally
you are
built
about
my whole
saves. I
character
do
around
attack
saves.
rolls. Thank you very much.
But you do attack rolls with weapons, so
Yeah.
that did nothing. That
Yeah.
it did nothing. Their defenses were useless.
Can I get Shaw's help to skin these things for their pelts?
Oh.
Oh, sure.
Because I'm not good
Okay,
at
yep.
that. But
Yep,
I mean,
give me
the
a
magic
survival or
reflecting
medicine check
pelts.
to shred these things.
Do you want me to do it or you?
I'll give you the help action, and I'll guide.
Okay. Yeah, thanks.
I have negative wisdom. I'm terrible at these sorts of things.
Wait, did you say guidance too?
Yeah,
Oh, you have guidance. Okay, hold on. Let me roll a d4.
because artificers get one of the best support candidates.
Yeah, I was like, because you have enough stuff already. Oh,
Mhm.
23.
Good lord. So
I pull out my skinning knife, which I do have, just never get to
Okay.
use.
I'm going to say this. It's going to take a bit to skin all these things. It's probably going to take about maybe 45 minutes to skin as many of these as possible. I want you to roll me a D100. If it is under 20, roll it until it is not under 20. And if it is over 50, divide by 2.
28.
All right. So you get 28 of these horrifying rat pelts. You have no idea. You have no idea what these creatures are.
I'll throw them in my bag.
Chauncey's just gonna be like, "Trust me, it might be worth it."
I swear to God, if there's a rat quilt, like
Is anyone familiar with the fairy tale Alalera?
No.
no, actually.
Oh.
Is that
It's
little
Thousand
donkey
Furs
skin?
in Europe.
Thousand
It's-
Furs? Is that similar to little donkey skin?
Donkey skin is the English version of it.
Okay. Yep. So I know the fairy tale.
Yeah. In the original, it wasn't a donkey. It was she asked her dad for dress or coat made of the pelt of every animal in the kingdom. And when she wore that one, it was so hideous no one could recognize her.
And that's how she escaped her father, who wanted to marry her after making her a dress out of sunlight, starlight, and moonlight because her mom died and she looked like her mom, and he wanted to marry the most beautiful woman in the kingdom.
Ah.
Yeah.
So she asked for the coat, took the 3 dresses, and ran. And then it was a Cinderella story of she showed up at the prince's ball after she worked as a scullery maid in the castle wearing the horrible animal cloak. And then she put on the cloak, the dress of sunlight, dress of moonlight, dress of starlight at the ball. And then finally the prince captured her in a net and was like, hey, bitch, marry me. And she's like, well, better than my dad marrying me. And they lived happily ever after.
Fair.
Fucking
Fairy tales.
I mean,
What would be your estimated weight of a rat pelt?
For these things, they're probably about the size of a chihuahua. So I would say maybe like a pound.
2, maybe.
Oh.
So 22 pounds of horrible rat pelt.
Chauncey's gonna be like, they're magic resistant pelts. It's still on them even when they're dead. I can use these for something.
As I'm sure you'll use every other horrible body part in that bag.
I am so intrigued and so disgusted at the same time.
I'm just more horrified by the idea of the smell in that bag.
Oh,
Well,
they smell bad.
Yeah.
These things have been, something has been feeding them, clearly, because they were still alive, despite the fact that it's been probably hundreds of years since the city was operating. So something's been feeding them. But they probably haven't been leaving their cage very often. So they might need a few good washes before anyone puts them anywhere near their body for any clothing purposes.
Maybe
And with,
on fire.
and with that, with throwing the horrible, possibly shit and piss stained rat pelts into a bag, which thankfully everything kind of exists in a weird stasis, so nothing is touching anything else, thank goodness.
So gross.
We are going to end this week's episode. So join us next week as they continue to the docks of Ashenhold, which are surprisingly not that far away, and then sailing off into the void to hopefully return home. I will see you all next week.